Just a little good-natured trash talk and get those competitive juices flowing, you know?
I heard you, player.
Oh,
let's get after it tonight.
We are in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Back to the road tomorrow, as this is the final game of the Trailblazer homestand. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
Well, this is a special matchup we've got here today. Two of the great franchises in this league. A lot of great games between these two clubs over the years, Clark.
You know what? I think if you ask them, Steve, as far as they're concerned, this game counts double time in the standings. It really holds a lot of weight with it.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Ariza the 3 and Jones the 4. Harden out there with Cannon, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, a bit ago, Kevin McHale and I were able to catch up. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with, and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love him, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I definitely can appreciate their approach with the 3-ball.
Now Jones, after the missed 3 from the professor. That's good. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against Indiana.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easy.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Here is Harden, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Harden outside. Pass to Canaan. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Harden inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And in last year's season series, things did not go their way.
Lopez with the ball. Mozgov on him. Passes it to Bush. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Good. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
Here's Harden, and that one's good.
Now some weak defensive coverage there. I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Portland with the ball. Outside, Batum. The professor passes to Bush. From 15 feet away, can't get it to go. The Rockets go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have. Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The feed to Aldridge. Here's the professor. Against Indiana, he was really on his game.
Not sure if you caught it before the game, guys, but he and James Harden were definitely exchanging words with one another prior to tip-off.
I don't think it was about beard grooming technique. Nothing wrong with a little bit of rivalry, but he's bit off a big one, perhaps more than you can chew with James Harden.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ariza kicks to Mozgov. Soft touch off the glass. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And Jones sends it back. Ariza, right side. Jones with the screen on Lopez. Here's Canaan. Lopez covering. Takes a three. And James Harden with the three. Harden's got 5 now.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Bush passes to the professor. There's the pick. Dishes to Alder. Trying to get open as Lopez loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
That's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you open looks like that one.
Cannon dishes to Ariza. Feeds it to Mozgov. The jump hook. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's the professor. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Houston making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. Now here's Ariza. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto. And it's Stevenson missing. Portland's drawn 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the left wing. Here's the professor. The good-looking shot from the wing. The professor's got 7 points.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Stevenson again for 2. 6 on the shot clock. Stevenson drives in. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Chance here, Kevin, to check out how the Trailblazers ranked in the NBA last season. First in opponent field goal shooting. 6th in blocks. And they were in the top 10 in steals as well. And this is a team that really gets after people defensively. Deflection, pressure on the ball, all of that leads to steals.
And Clark, you know this. I mean, anytime you see a team #1 in the NBA in field goal percentage defense, you know they're getting after it. So this is a club that plays extremely hard. They take great pride in their defense. They have a concerted plan, a concerted effort every single night to try to stop the opposing team.
For Portland, they've gone 5-9 from the field here in the first. Bush passes to Aldridge. Aldridge with a screen on Ariza. No good from the professor.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Takes it to Ariza. There's Mozgov. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Here's Canaan. That one off the back iron and out.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though. Throw down. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Both teams will make substitutions. So it's the Rockets now. They trail by 3. Here's Sloan. Pass to Ariza. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Crab kicks to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Rogers off the left rim and out.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
And Sloan gets to Ariza. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ariza's got his second basket of the night. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one. Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Here's Sloan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ariza goes in. Robinson pulls it in.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Robinson a screen on Stevenson. Here's Crabb. Here's Robinson. The pass to the professor. Goes up again and good on the basket. Book it. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break. I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, the defender break all over.
Pretty plain and simple.
Good job at the line.
For Houston, Johnson's. Houston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And so in the game for the Rockets. Montiunas up there with Mozgov. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Harden in at the small forward. Now here's Montiunas. Lock at 6. Harden kicks to Mozgov. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Mozgov's got 8.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He had 58 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Here is Harden. Following the basket by Thomas Robinson. A 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Now here's Montiunas, averaging 8 points a game. The basket by Canaan.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to the professor. Bush passes to the professor. Here's Batum. Goes back up. That's good. The Houston lead is down to 5 on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now the dish to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Bush passes to Batum. There's the professor. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Harden. Rockets leading by 8. The basket by Cannon. Cannon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Bush passes to the professor. He dishes it to Aldridge. There's the professor. Back to Aldridge. Davis grabs the miss.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Here's Kanan. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Here's Harden, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
So, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fun.
And Portland making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Rockets fourth.
Yeah, wonderful passing team. Ball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish.
Trailblazers trailed by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Portland shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. Here's the professor, guarded by Harden. And the shot is good from the professor.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Fires top of the key, and he gets it to go. 16 points for James Harden.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Here's Bush, and again is Portland converted.
And with a moment now, let's check out some stats for LaMarcus Aldridge. Great year for him last year. Last season, he averaged 9 rebounds and 2 assists. Just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
And the Rockets with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. 6 to shoot. Kanan kicks to Ariza. There's the 3, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Now here's Lopez. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. Batum, good.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Houston leading by 10. Here's Kanan. 5 points in the game. Six to shoot. There's the triple. It's rebounded by the professor. The professor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's tipped. Lopez. And that one is hammered home. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2-point spots, and on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up the D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Now, here is Harden. He had 31 points in the win against Toronto.
Yeah, guys, it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for his aggressive play.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. No good from the professor.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
It's Harden with the drive. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Pass to Aldridge. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
There's a screen. Kanan kicks to Montejunas. Puts up a 3, and that one's good. Montejunas has got 7 points in the game.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness. The screenplay work ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Kanan. He's got 5. Rebounded by the professor. Professor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Monty Eunice, foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim. But smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
So both teams making some changes here. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers trailed by 8. There's a good screen. Lopez inside, guarded by Harden. Lopez, you know what? Jones with the screen on Batum. Here's Canaan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now, last season he made good on about 3 of every 4 free throws. That's exactly 75%.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And Portland making a change here. Crabs checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Stevenson's checked in. Outside, Batum. He feeds it to Lopez. Back to Batum. He kicks to Craig. Here's the Professor. No good. Good D by Stevenson. Here's Canaan. 6 points for him. Stevenson outside. They set the screen. The feet to Monty Eunice. Now here's Stevenson. He's covered closely. Comes up empty down low. Lopez a screen. Pass to the Professor. And stolen by Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Stevenson dishes to Cannon. Back to Stevenson. From downtown, and he gets the bucket. Stevenson's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at him, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Batum wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Here's Canaan. Right now averaging 11 points a game. It's Ariza on the wing. For 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's the Professor. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Here's Canaan after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Dishes it to Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. Stevenson outside. And it's Stevenson again missing. Trailblazers trailed by 7. Grab the pass to Lopez. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Stolen by Stevenson. Canaan kicks to Stevenson.
I'd really like to see him get to the line as much as he did in the first.
For Houston, they have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10.
Well, 72% here from the free throw line. So.
And that does it for the first half of play. Rockets lead by...
Well, James, an impressive...
Hey guys, settle down for a second.
Now the third quarter about to get going.
Check out the game for the Professor. He's got 19 points, and he's...
Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Feeds to Lopez. On the wing, Batum. Left side, Batum. 6 to shoot. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight. The professor's checked in for Ellen Craft. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers head coach was going over with his guys. He said their plan was run their offense through the professor. The coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Kicks it to Aldridge. That's good. Aldridge has got 10 points in the game.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Harden left side. Shoots it. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
The Trailblazers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, Nicholas Batum in this one, he has 9 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
They set the pick. It's Harden with the drive.
And now look at Isaiah Cannon. Last season's performance for him, he was around 9 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to under-promise and over-deliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Here's Bush, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Houston leading by 6. Harden kicks to Keenan. And the professor picks up the foul. That will be foul number 4. For Portland, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Bush passes to Aldridge. Robinson sets a screen for Aldridge. On the wing, Batum. Reza covering. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Crabbe. Off target from 3-point range. The professor's checked in for Portland. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers head coach was going over with his guys. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to create opportunities on the fast break. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. The coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris.
He is feeling it. Terrific percentage from the field.
Trailblazers trailed by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Aldridge rejected by Mozgov. Ariza against Batum. Mozgov dishes to Ariza. Here's Kanan. He's got 19. On the wing, Harden. The 3. No good. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
Now remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And that just shows you why it's so important to win the second shot game.
Yeah, you know, those second shots are usually the easy ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the defense is out of position on the shot attempt in terms of rebounding rate.
And the professor picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now go to the line. Both teams deciding to change it up. So we see the Rockets taking the win here.
Yes, gentlemen.